Hello, this is Morgana Marie at Morgana Marie's Place, and I am here today to start talking to you about stocking up. I am very grateful that a lot of you younger ones and the younger generations have not had to go through the world wars, Vietnam, and on and on. I'm glad you never had to go through the Great Depression. But one thing that means is you never had to learn how to stock up and be prepared for something like we're going through right now. So, I want to help you along the way because I realize that all you're seeing is people stocking up on toilet paper and water. And although those things are very important, I think that, there are other things that you may not think about because this is your first time. Okay? So, we're going to go through some of the things that I've gotten just recently that might help you to get in the mindset of being prepared and stocking up. Okay, so let me get some of my notes out here. Let's see. Move some of my things a little bit. I'm out on my sun porch, so I'm kind of crowded, but that's where my desk is. So, okay. Now, first off, from the front, I have lemon juice. Now, I got this lemon juice at the Dollar Tree, so it's not very expensive. They're not very expensive really anywhere that you get lemon juice. But it does kill bacteria on cutting boards and wooden utensils. It can be used in cleaner recipes and also antibacterial teas. So if you can get things that have a variety of ways that they can help you stay clean and healthy, that is a really good thing to have on hand. And it's sealed. It will stay in your cupboard for a long time. And so now when you're using lemon juice for like an antibacterial tea or something, then it is really the better juice is from the fresh lemon. However, when you're stocking up for an emergency, you can't store fresh lemons indefinitely. You can make your own lemon juice and can it. But this would probably, especially if you're first starting out, it may take a little longer for a tea to work. You might have to take a few extra doses than you would normally have to do, but it's better than nothing. So I definitely suggest having lemon juice on hand. Another thing I have is Pedialyte. Now this is from the Dollar Tree again. So it's not called Pedialyte, it's called Pediatric Electrolyte. But if you get the flu and you're throwing up, I've found that this is the best thing to use to get yourself hydrated again. Obviously, you're going to want more than this tiny little thing to stock up on, but this is what they sell at the Dollar Tree, so it's not very expensive if you want to just get that. Some people use Gatorade, but it is full of sugar, so I recommend this. But if you have Gatorade on hand, use what you have. I also got some mayonnaise, because mayonnaise you can use to spice up your meat. What else was I going to say? Use in salads. So there are lots of recipes where you can kind of give them a little zing. Because, okay, let's say we're under quarantine and it's been a month, okay, and you're tired of the same old spices you have. You might want something to give it a little more different taste or something. So mayonnaise is a really good thing to have as well. Also salt. I get the non-iodized salt, but you get what you want. This was like, 50, 55 cents at Woodman's. It can be used to preserve your meat, give yourself a little extra spices in your food. It never hurt. You can't really have too much salt. I have not looked up the medical purposes of salt, but it's dangerous for your body to go without salt for very long. So that is another good thing that you should stock up on. I also found these at the Dollar Tree, and they are milk that is in a carton, and they last pretty long. This one Its expiration date is November 30th, 2020. Also, I found one for January of 2021. So they have a large span of time that they can be on your shelf. I wouldn't recommend doing this unless something that's what you like. But you can use it in your baking and recipes for soup and stuff like that. So that's a good thing to have on hand, and because it's in a carton, it's going to last a long time on your shelf. Another thing that I bought, and this was only like $1.60 something, I think, at Walmart, and it was a multi-grain medley rice. And you don't have to use the microwave for it. You can just dump a packet of rice into whatever your rice dishes, boil it like regular rice, and it has a lot of nutritional rice in it. It's got brown rice, flaxseed, red quinoa, I think it's quinoa, I don't remember, and chia seed. Excuse me. You can use it in your fried rice, spice it up however you want, in your soups or whatever, and it'll give you more nutrition than just your white rice, which I'm sure you have a ton of. The next thing I have here is apple cider vinegar. Now, the Mother Bragg apple cider vinegar is going to be best for your health, but this was at Dollar Tree, and so it's not the one that's going to be best for your health, but it'll be good for your health anyway, okay? So, let me see, I had a bunch of, I think I left it online. There was so much on apple cider vinegar that I think I just left it online. I said, I'll read it. Okay, so, online, it says, there's this thing on Pinterest that says 20 uses for apple cider vinegar. And one of them is prevents flu and stomach illness. Let's see. Regulates pH balance in the body. Helps relieve nausea and heartburn or chronic acid reflux. Now look up the recipes and the exact dosage. This isn't something you just want to take a big swig of. You want to have the correct dosages in order for this to really help you. But it has a lot of, it helps your cells, lowers cholesterol, lowers blood pressure, so helps relieve sinus pressure and infection. So this is something really good to have, and look up your recipes ahead of time just to be sure that you have them on hand. Maybe write them down in a card. Because someday we might have an emergency where the power goes out for a while, and you're going to want to know exact measurements of how to use these things, okay? Another thing I got was lard. Lard is extremely versatile in many areas. I'm not going to go into, greasing car parts and all that stuff. I don't need to know that right now. But you can fry chicken in it. Grease your cast iron pans for if you're cooking over the fire, or just regular pans in place of Crisco oil or butter. You can use it in place of butter in baking, and it has less saturated fat. You can use it in pie crust. It's been used in soap recipes, poultices, salves. Just get your recipes online. Some people just rub it on their hands straight from the container for a nice hand cream. I don't, but if I was left with nothing and my hands are dry, I'd probably consider that. So, and another thing, some of these juices, like this is from Dollar Tree, it's Old Orchard, Healthy Balance. It's pomegranate, blueberry, and I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's ACAI. And it only costs $1 for this. You can make a tea, put a cinnamon stick in it, tastes delicious. Now, as far as the pomegranate in it, pomegranates kill bacteria and cutting. No, that's not it. It's down here. It's 3 times more antioxidants than red wine. and green tea. It has a lot of antioxidants in it. It protects your cells from damage, reduces inflammation, removes free radicals. So it's very good for your health. And then the blueberry added to it. Blueberries have fiber, vitamin C, vitamin K, magnesium. It's high in antioxidants. It protects cholesterol in your blood from being damaged. And it has been known to lower blood pressure. And it has been known to boost heart and brain function, which you're really going to need all of those health benefits if you're going through a difficult time. Even if you're going through a stressful time and there isn't a national emergency, it's good to have some of these things for your health to help your immune system. And then the ACAI is loaded with antioxidants. It may improve cholesterol levels, may improve brain function, helps digestion, cellular health. It boosts your immune system and your energy, and it's good for your heart as well. So you have like this really great fruit juice here. Now you can also get the glass jars of the more pure fruit juice that are pomegranate and blueberry. I know you can get them at Woodman's, but I don't know if you're in another. Woodman's isn't, nationwide, I don't think. So check out your local markets and stuff to see, because you can, I think some of them are in Walmart Supercenter. I think I found some of them there too. It's in a glass jar, probably about this big, and it's more expensive, but you can get that as well. Let me see if I got anything else around here. And one last thing I have is when you're getting canned vegetables, I have found this was only $2 something, and it's 4 cans of Libby's cut green beans. And when my kids were growing up, this is the kind of canned vegetable that I canned every year. I started with dandelion jelly and just moved up, and we canned food for the winter all the way up until pumpkin season, because pumpkin butter and pumpkin pie mix and all that stuff was all canned up. But when I had to stock up on something like this, I always got the 4 because it was only like $2.60 something at Walmart. And a lot of times if you buy them separately, they're going to cost you more. So I thought I'd come on here with just a few things that might help and, get your brain going and your thought processes going as to how many different areas is this going to help me in? How will this keep me healthy? Because if you just go out and buy all frozen stuff, what if in your emergency the power goes out and it's not winter? In winter, you're okay because you can put it out in the snow, but you can't. And it doesn't have to be, like I said, a national emergency. What if just the snow gets real heavy and the power goes out for a while? You should always have several different forms of stocking up. There should be canned, frozen, boxed goods. There should be different forms so that you have several backup ways of feeding your family. So just try to get that in your mindset as you're starting to learn how to stock up for your family and take care of yourselves during an emergency. And you're going to do fine. Look at this as a practice and home. Please don't listen to all these people who are cutting you down, because you're just watching everyone and you don't know exactly what to do. And so you're just kind of following the crowd right now. This is a practice, and just do the best you can. Take notes and do better next time. Go on YouTube. There's lots of help on YouTube as far as stocking up and canning and baking, doing things on the grill, all kinds of things. So, and I'm going to keep doing videos on here, and you'll do fine. And don't get stressed, because that'll add to being sick. And take one day at a time. Take some time out for yourself. Go for a walk if you have to. Watch a show if you have to. And take some time for you as well. That will help calm you down and keep you on the right frame of mind as well. So I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.